Okay. Says that it's live on my phone. So, hello all people who are currently in chat, and to all time travelers that are watching after the fact. You'll probably notice last episode there was technical difficulties at the very end, and that is why this stream is called 5.666, because we're doing the other 2/3 of the section this time, and we're dealing with Tenmataro. He's a demon. King of a demon. Let's get this show on the road. Look out, Florent LaBelle. Here comes justice. Let's go find Mr. LaBelle and rake him over the coals. Thanks for the help. You've just given us a major lead. Blackmail letter updated in the court record. What is it labeled? There's something that still bothers me. It's highly likely that was LaBelle who took it from the mayor's briefcase. If Mr. LaBelle is the killer, what could have motivated him to open the forbidden chamber? We should probably search it for clues then. Only one problem. How do you open a locked door that doesn't even have a keyhole? Let's go talk to Jinxie. Maybe she can help. Okay. I feel like she's in Yokai Lane. Yeah, update showing up. April 18th, Ninetales Vale, Yokai Lane. Hey, isn't that... you dare imprison me? Jinxie! She's acting really strange. That loathsome, no-good, nine-tailed fox. He shall know the terror that is mine and despair. You shall pay. You shall pay dearly. All of you. Jinxie! Are you alright? Oh, is that you, Mr. Demon Lawyer? Morning, Jinxie. Morning. It's already past noon? And what am I doing here? Last I remember, I lay down to take a nap back at the manor. Was that supposed to say laid? Maybe. Oh, I don't know. I'm speaking wrong things. Holy shit, that's a big word. Oh no! It must have been the Makuraga Ishi. Makuraga Ishi. Makura Geishi? Ever awake after a restless night's sleep, only to find your pillow is an unusual place? Or that you've been sleeping on the floor or in the hallway? Well, it's the yokai's fault. The Geishi preys on people while they're asleep. Yeah, it sounds like you need to be tucked in real tight. Or maybe a snug sleeping bag. I sleep in a sleeping bag. That still causes issues of moving about. Jinxie, how come you don't have any charms on your forehead? I don't? Oh, they must have fallen off. Without them, evil things can creep into me. I'd say we had a more than adequate demonstration of that just now. I'd better reapply them. Jinxie, there's something we wanted to ask you. There was something I wanted to tell you, too. I remembered something else. You did? What was it? You have to push the button to talk. Jinxie, can you tell us what you remembered?
Well, after the trial, I remembered lots of stuff. But there was one thing I thought was really weird.
I'm almost afraid to ask, but here goes. Really? What?
It's about the yokai feathers and tracks. They weren't there when I first opened the door.
Wait, what? Are you sure?
Uh-huh. My memory's crystal clear now.
So, you're saying that they were left at the crime scene after you found it? This could spell major trouble, Apollo. Why?
Because Jinxie is already accused of leaving the feathers and tracks at the scene.
If they weren't there when she discovered the crime scene, it will totally fuel the claim that she fabricated the evidence later on. Yo! Nuts. Jinxie's fuzzy memory of the whole incident is really working against us. The prosecution will probably say she doesn't remember planting the evidence. Good luck rebutting that! Oh, man. This is not good. I sure hope she didn't plant the evidence while she was sleepwalking or something. Jinxie, you wouldn't happen to know how to open the Forbidden Chamber, would you? That door doesn't even have a keyhole.
Well, it's supposed to have a secret mechanism. They say you have to figure it out before the keyhole will appear.
That secret mechanism? Really?
Uh-huh. It's hidden in the Fox Chamber. But only Alderman QB knew what it was and how it worked.
The Alderman of Nine-Tails Vale sure loved his secrets. Apollo, let's go see if we can find that secret mechanism. Whoa, slow down. There's something else I need to ask about. Jinxie, is there only one key to the Forbidden Chamber?
Uh-huh. Even the Manor's Master Key won't open it. That's because it's a very special room that must never be opened.
Guess that means nobody entered the Forbidden Chamber after the murder. After all, we know Mayor Tenma took the key from the killer and swallowed it, so the mayor's effort to keep the killer out of the Forbidden Chamber were not in vain! Forbidden Chamber key updated in the court record. There's only one of its kind. Okay, let's go and try and figure it out. Hey! You still can't investigate while my feet are planted here. Oh. Wait, what am I supposed to do? Show blackmail letter to LaBelle? Why would I do that? I don't even know where LaBelle is, and I don't care for it.
Alderman QB made that statue. It's a token of goodwill. I think it was meant to be for Nine-Tails Vale and Tenma Town.
A token of goodwill? But the two yokai are fighting.
Fighting? Statue originally depicted the two yokai holding a cup in celebration. But it sure doesn't look that way now, does it?
Maybe it broke when it was used to hit Mayor Tenma in the head.
That would explain it. I guess the only two people who knew what it really looked like were the alderman and I. Now it's just me. But its symbol of goodwill will forever be etched in my mind.
2 pages. So, is there anything else we should know about Jinxie?
No. That's about it.
My bracelet. It's reacting. Jinxie, You wouldn't happen to be... In Justice we trust! Yeah! Hey! Detective Fulbright, what are you doing here? We just saw you at the chamber. Yeah, but I followed you. I have business with this young lady, if you must know. Prosecutor Blackwell has asked me to question her.
Question me? Sorry, I'm not interested.
Are you here to ask about what? About that whole yokai affair? That's right! Specifically, we want to ask... Ah, but I can't tell you that, now can I?
Oh, come on! Please! We're partners in justice, right?
No. Prosecutor Blackwell specifically told me my questions were of the utmost justice. I will not fall for your lies. In justice we trust. The Twisted Samurai sure has him on a short leash.
So, you're not a ghost? Maybe some sort of urban troll, then.
Now, come along, Miss Tenma, to the station with you.
He killed her. Right in front of us. I am so shocked.
Missed my chance to kill her myself.
Well, at least we found out there's a secret mechanism for opening the chamber. And my gosh, they just nerfed Apollo. Honestly, it probably would have been much easier to just have Filch steal the bracelet, and then none of these moments would happen to remind us, oh yeah, Apollo can do this, but then, Blackwell's fucking smart. Let's go check it out.
I just hope they let us in now. April 18th, QB Manor Garden. Why are we outside? His hair wasn't blue. Did he dye his hair blue to look like Tenmataro? Oh, a French accent. Oh, what an absolutely fabulous scent. I'm so glad I had these carnations imported from England. Nothing but the finest will do. Perhaps I should place one aside for our dearly departed elderman.
Hey, it's Mr. LaBelle. Apollo, let's ask him about you know what.
Oh, yeah. Before we search this fox chamber, we should ask about the blackmail letter. Why, if it isn't the mayor's little lawyers, what do you want with moi? Oh, there's something we wanted to ask. Where's that ringing coming? Is it from his shoulders? You'll have to excuse me, Mom. Hello, LaBelle here. What the? Those things on his shoulders are cell phones? Yes, about that. You must forgive me. This whole matter with Mayor Tenma has been a complete nightmare.
I don't even think he's French.
Where do you buy clothes like that from the utility store? That's pretty kind of cool. If having an eye for beauty means looking like this guy, I'd rather be blind. And that's saying a lot coming from the character whose entire power is seeing shit. So, what do you want from moi? Yeah. Both Jinxie and Mr. Filch said they saw Tenma Taro. But what about you, Mr. LaBelle? If you win... I didn't even finish to the act! Very well, I admit it. That's right, I, Florent LaBelle, saw the demon Tenma Taro. So, you did see something. Then, why did you lie about not seeing him? Oh, was simply trying to protect my dear little Jinxie. Protect Jinxie? What do you mean? Why, don't tell me you haven't heard of that strange little habit of hers. Which one are we talking about? The one where she wanders around making mischief without knowing what she's doing? Rumor has it she's possessed by Tenmataro. That one's new to me. Well, there you have it. Anytime you hear about a Tenmataro sighting, this Jinxie should be your prime suspect.
Tell us more about that rumor.
Rumor about Jinxie. So, what was that rumor about Jinxie? They say she's possessed. Not all the time, of course. Suddenly, then she starts wandering around, doing strange things. Is that so? Although, come to think of it,
that loathsome, no-good, nine-tails fox. He shall know the terror that is mine and despair.
that certainly would explain how she was acting earlier. Once she even put on a Tenmataro costume and wandered around the woods at night. She did?
Beware you who sealed me away.
There was seriously just an anime cutscene just for that? Ugh, I wish I never asked.
Does she remember anything while she's possessed?
Unfortunately, no. She doesn't seem to remember a thing during these episodes.
Memory loss during possession.
Come to think of it, her memory of the murder scene was quite fuzzy. I suppose that, too, was caused by her possession. Then maybe. So you do understand that whole yokai business was entirely of her own making. Now, wait a minute. Although, the yokai evidence wasn't there until after she discovered the crime scene. But if the, chamber was closed for the murder, then she wouldn't be possessed. What about that? And how did Filch see it? Did she leave those black feathers and strange tracks behind there herself?
Apollo! Focus. Let's ask Mayor Tenma about Jinxie's episode the next time we talk with him.
Not presenting the freaking letter to him because we're just gonna get mugged. Oh, we have to, don't we? Ooh. Shut up. Oh, search the Forbidden Chamber. Yes. Don't have to get mugged. Hey, we're trying to conduct an investigation here. Come back later once we're done. Ugh. Oh well. Guess we'll have to find a way to kill some time.
Let's go talk to Mr. Rebel while we wait.
Okay. There was something I wanted to ask him anyway. Like, hey, are you gonna mug us? If you're looking for Mayor Tenma's aid, I saw him in the garden earlier. He won't be here much longer. Go keep that narcissist company in the meantime. Seriously? And Jinxie was taken by the... why? What is that? It's the blackmail letter. But it wasn't sent to Alderman Q. It was sent to Mayor Tenma. And? Your point being, someone took the letter from Mayor Tenma's briefcase and then placed it in the alderman's pocket after he was murdered. Oh, you don't say. Why are you just telling me all this out in the open? You wouldn't happen to be the one who made the switch, would you? After all, you're the only one who knew that blackmail letter was in his briefcase. So naturally you... Perhaps that shot of cologne will make those scales fall from your eyes. When my eyes fall from their sockets. Ah! It is possible that you would like to frame me as a potential suspect? What would make you raise such an outrageous allegation in the first place? Oh, well... My only crime is being born as beautiful as you see here. In other words, you have nothing. Now, let me show you what to do with this garbage. Hey, you can't destroy evidence like that. We have copies. What do you mean I can't? I just did. Feel a little lighter now? You just want a one-way trip to the top of my most annoying people ever list, buddy. How tame of you, Mr. Apollo. Are you done with your silly questions now? I'm very, very busy man, you know. Ugh. I guess that's it for now. Hello, Lebel speaking. Really? You wish to carry my new product at your store? Oh, but I'm afraid it's my own private brand. It's not available to the public. I'm giving you no piece of evidence as compensation for deleting a very vital one. What? Then I shouldn't advertise it on TV? But I don't understand. As the embodiment of beauty, it is my duty to announce my good looks to the world. Stop the bus. I'm getting off. Everyone wants my exclusive Je suis Lubel brand products. It's the crown jewel of my collection, born of my long, relentless pursuit of beauty. But now that it has become so popular, it's been an absolute nightmare. You don't say properly. Well, the can't have it. It's just for moi. It's not meant for you peasants. Peasants? This is my latest product. I'm calling it Couleur Me. A dazzling hair color that you can wash out with just water. Guess that means you can't sweat. I have 7 colors in all. You can find out more in my commercials and magazine ads. Yet, it's not available to the public? Great sales strategy there, genius. Come to think of it, Mr. LaBelle, your hair color's changed since the last time we met. The little lady has quite the discerning eye. Come on, Apollo. Your entire gimmick is your eye. Why didn't you say something sooner? Use a little sample. Consider it a gift for one who truly appreciates beauty. Oh, Apollo, what should I do? Better take it before you get a face full of cologne. Good point. Wow. Thanks, Mr. LaBelle. Couleur me belle. LaBelle. Couleur me LaBelle. Add it to the court record. Okay, let's head over to the first chamber. Apollo, That's kind of rude. He's the killer! Yeah. We still gotta find the secret mechanism for opening the forbidden chamber. Cop should be gone now. What happens if we just present it back to him? Dazzling hair colors that you can wash out with water. Isn't it magnifique?
What if you start to sweat? Won't that wash the color out too?
I assure you, Florent Lebel, embodiment of beauty, does not sweat. And what about rain? Even if you don't sweat, you'll... Peasants like you fail to grasp the truth. Rain and other forces of nature drop back in awe of my beauty. Sure, they're not being repelled by your... Sure, they're not being repelled back by your narcissism? April 18th, same day. Fox Chamber, no cops. Okay, let's find the secret mechanism for opening the forbidden chamber.
Ooh, this is so exciting. I can't wait to see how it works.
But do you really think the killer entered the forbidden chamber? We'll just have to open it up to find out. We should also see if there was anywhere the killer could have hid in this room.
Okay, let's get started. Apparat? Apollo? Apparates.
I don't even know what that word was supposed to be. I just went with French because this is the accent I'm able to quickly switch to right now because of Florence Lebel. Get to examine the room. I imagine that you gotta pull on one of these to open the door. Why is this new? Two foxes standing back to back are depicted on this elegant folding screen. Does this have something to do with the keyhole? Wait a minute. Two foxes. Two fox statues in front of the forbidden chamber as well. Okay.
Maybe the keyhole will appear if we do something to this folding screen?
I don't see anything unusual about it. Well, it does have two foxes on it, and there are two fox statues in front of the door.
Then maybe there's a clue somewhere in this room.
Let's turn this whole place upside down! She's as excited as a kid in a candy store. Then where is the cup? The statue originally depicted the two yokai holding up a cup in a gesture of goodwill. Maybe Alderman Cuby was planning on soothing things over with Mayor Ted, but he was murdered instead.
Hey, that's my line!
Sorry.
By someone who intervened. There, finish my sentence.
The mayor was only pursuing the municipal merger because he'd been blackmailed. Who knows? If this murder hadn't occurred, maybe they could have come up with a solution.
There really is no escaping here through the air duct.
And here we went through all the trouble of bringing a ladder back to check it out.
That's not a ladder, Apollo. It's a step ladder.
Oh god, not you. What's the difference? They both have the word ladder in them.
What's the difference? Oh, I know! Let's play rock, paper, scissors to decide who's right.
You're way too competitive. It's not even related to the original issue, either. There's a cliff outside this window. Makes it pretty impossible to get out this way.
When I hear things like that, it just makes me want to try. Never say never, right? I bet I could get out this way.
No, wait! Do you have a death wish or something?
It won't even open wide enough for me to squeeze through. Guess I lost that bet.
That loss just saved your life. And who are you betting with?
The Reaper.
He knew he would lose.
Yeah, I get to be immortal now.
Still no keyhole, huh?
Yeah, and the door won't budge, just like those spiky bangs of yours.
Well, all it takes is some water, but I don't think that would work on the door.
Oh, I know. I'll break it down with a body slam.
I seriously doubt you can do that.
How do you know if I haven't ever tried?
No, wait, don't! As much as you hate losing, Athena, I think the door would win this match.
Look at all these feathers. Look at all those chickens.
And bloody tracks, too.
Then we have Jinxie and Mr. Filch's eyewitness reports.
And a newspaper photo.
Our yokai's definitely not the shy type, that's for sure.
This is bad. Mayor Tenma is scary enough without people thinking he's a yokai.
Maybe the killer hid under this table.
That would be a terrible hiding place. The Alderman's body would have been right above him.
Maybe you're right. Guess the underside is a bit... Wait,
There's something under the table. Let's check it out. Hey! Hey! Look, there's something down here. How did the cops never find this? It looks like a piece of something. Only question is, a piece of what? I know! It might be a piece of this statue. Remember when Jinxie said... The statue originally depicted two yokai holding up a cup. It's a symbol of goodwill.
so this piece broke off and rolled under the table? Ding ding.
There's a carving of the 9 tails over the door, and statues of him on either side. The way those two statues are glaring, it looks like they're guarding the door from us. Come to think of it, there are 2 foxes on the folding screen as well. Can't be a coincidence. Can it? It's called decor, dumbass.
Hey! This statue moves!
Don't get carried away now. I mean, who knows? It might trigger a trap in a house. Look around you. There are sharp weapons that kill the man.
Okay, you have a point. I can handle it. If a spear comes shooting my way, I'll snatch it out of the air. After all, I have the reflexes of a regular Karate Kid.
I guess if you can catch something that fast out of midair, you can accomplish anything. Still, there might be something to the fact that these fox statues rotate. Maybe there's something around here that shows the position they should be in.
Well, I can't think of anywhere to look. Anywhere else to look? You find anything, Apollo? We'll never find the keyhole to the Forbidden Chamber at this rate.
There's something about that folding screen. You know how the fox statues in front of the Forbidden Chamber move? That screen might be a clue as to how we're supposed to position them, or something.
Hey, I bet you're right.
Is bet your word?
Bet.
Oh, fuck.
Let's go over that screen with a fine-tooth comb.
On closer inspection, I think there's more to the screen than meets the eye. Let's check every inch of it. Hey, that was my line! I can rotate the folding screen using
Up, left, down, right,
if I spot anything of interest, I can press
space.
on it to inspect it further. You can also zoom in and out with
B,
and M to get a better look. Now, let's check every last inch of it. Hey, doesn't it look like the picture here has been cut off at both ends? Now that you mention it, it looks like there's supposed to be doors on both ends, but they're cut in half. Maybe those doors symbolize the Forbidden Chambers door? Yeah, definitely feels like something significant, but the question is what? We're just dumbasses. What's this? Looks like a keyhole or something. You think it could be the keyhole to the Forbidden Chamber? No, it's just a picture. Still, you know what they say, a picture's worth 1,000 words. It's a picture of a key. That shape looks awfully familiar. Oh, I know. It's shaped like the Forbidden Chambers key. Wait, what about that keyhole drawn on the center of the screen? You think those two are related? A key and a keyhole? Oh, I just got a wild idea. What if they are related? Wow. If you folded the screen up just right, the key and the keyhole should overlap. Hey, I think you're right. Let's give it a try. Look, a door! Yeah, and it's open too. Woo! Why are you patronizing me? Because this is idiotic! The two foxes are now facing each other, so... Hey, what if we made those fox statues face each other? And did a little kiss. That sounds gay. Let's do it! Apollo! Let's go check out the two statues! Because we have to announce every time we move a fucking toe. Okay, help me move the two statues so they face each other. Just like on the screen. Whew. Look! A lock appeared! Now we can use that key! Okay, here goes nothing. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing sound effects. There's a game right in front of me. It works! Now, time to see what this chamber is so forbidden about. You fucked up that line severely. We got it open! What secrets could it hold, I wonder? April 18th. QB Manor. Forbidden Chamber. This was the day our lives changed. When Mr. Phoenix Wright got possessed by the real Tenmataro. These doors need some serious oil. Ah! That was like nails on a chalkboard. Oh, right. Forgot about those super good ears of yours. Well, what's that? Look, more feathers. But they're blonde. Ah! What the heck is that? Is that a Tenmataro statue? But there's something odd about it.
All I know is I don't like it, but I can't explain why.
You okay, Athena? You look pale. You're not scared, are you?
What? Of this thing? Don't make me laugh!
Really? Hey, look.
What is it?
Over there on the left. There's a bunch of staves on a rack. They kind of look like the staff we saw earlier.
You mean the one Jinxie said she saw Tenmataro carrying?
Yeah, I bet our Tenmataro impersonator really did come in here at some point.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's search the place.
What's this? Whatever it is, the package is really gaudy. The fact there's no dust on it means it hasn't been here for very long.
Oh, it's hand cream. Let's see what brand it is. Jesus Lebel?
LaBelle? But then, wouldn't that mean Mr. LaBelle was here?
I guess so. But why?
Well, he's probably the murderer. Whoever was dressed up like Tenmataro must have taken a staff from here in the Forbidden Chamber. And that same person probably dropped this hand cream at the time.
In other words, the Tenmataro impersonator we're looking for is none other than
Florent LaBelle. And he destroyed evidence. This might be a big break for us in court tomorrow.
Now all we have to do is get the truth out of Mayor Tenma.
Hand cream added to the court record. Great.
Paulo, I think you're just wasting your time there.
In the pile of feathers! Just an inch higher. Black feathers. They look exactly like the ones in the Fox chamber.
That means the killer must have been in here at some point. The question is, why?
Maybe the Tenmataro costume was hidden in here, I mean. If someone carried it through the manor, it would have stuck out like a sore thumb.
But when did the killer get in here? The mayor snatched the forbidden chamber key when the killer hit him on the head. That means the killer couldn't have gotten here before the murderer.
Wow. That's a tough riddle. Alright. There's a Godot situation going on here. He was just stuck in here. Looks like a gravestone or something. Here hath Tenmataro have been imprisoned.
It reads, "Here lies Tenmataro, age 80. Cause of death, choked on a chicken bone."
Say it ain't so! Besides, it sounds more like an autopsy report than an epitaph. Whatever that word is. If you ask me. Wait, you're joking around because you're scared. It's your coping mechanism.
I'm not scared.
Fake out central right here, Biddy.
Cut it out, widget!
Denial is strong in this one. A stone lantern.
Like those Japanese garden lamps. Where's the switch?
Lamps like these are lit by fire, not electricity. So there's no switch.
Oh, here it is.
What? What?
It was hidden out of sight.
I see Tenmataro's cell has been outfitted with all the amenities a yokai could want. Oh. Was this going to become like a new attraction and that's why they were drumming up the whole thing? It'd been planned from the start. There's a window there. Oh, look, there's an air vent here, too. I guess even forbidden chambers need proper ventilation. I don't think anyone could reach this one either. Yeah, and there's nothing to stand on around here except a giant tombstone. I wonder where this vent leads. Well, the Fox Chamber vent didn't branch this way, so maybe it doesn't have anything to do with this case after all. Whoa, that's one big statue. Must be something like 15 feet tall. And look, this Tenmataro has a staff. The Tenmataro on the scroll didn't have one. Huh. I wonder why. I feel like this could be significant, but why? It's because Florent Lebel doesn't know much about Tenmataro. Seeing a giant Tenmataro holding a staff and their staff right next to it means they think that's what Tenmataro looks like, to say that it's the real deal, but no one would know that unless they were in the chamber. Let's take a closer look. First, go around this table here.
Ah, Apollo, are you sure that's a good idea?
Hey, looks like there's some sort of compartment in the base of the statue.
Don't open it! Who knows what might be in there?
It's just a big empty compartment. And from all the dust and cobwebs, I'd say it hasn't been opened in a really long time.
That's enough, Apollo. Let's shut it and...
Wait, there is something in here. Looks like some sort of figure, but it's so dusty I can't tell what it's supposed to be. Is that Filch? Wonder what it's doing here. Looks like an old scroll, and there's something drawn on it. Unless I'm mistaken, it looks like an old guy. Some sort of monk, maybe?
A monk? What are you talking about?
You know, people that take walks in the mountains as a form of spiritual training.
Wouldn't that just be a hiker?
The guy in this picture doesn't look like he's doing this for fun, Athena.
Oh, look, there's some yellow thing strapped on his back.
Oh, right, because you read from right to left. Whoa, it's turning into Tenmataro.
What's this scroll getting at? Is this how Tenmataro was born?
Cursed gold. Well, whatever it is, it's definitely creepy and definitely evidence. What? We didn't take that as evidence. Hey, there's a bunch of staves here. And it looks like one's missing. Tenmataro Jinxie saw must have taken it.
I'd have to agree. These look like the ones Detective Fulbright showed us.
Why do you think there are so many here?
Maybe they're spares? Tenmataro might be, you know, absent-minded or something. But the fact he has spare staves handy, well, it shows that he's aware of his faults and is trying to deal with them. Or at least that's my take on it.
Maybe this will remind her to deal with her own faults. But I won't hold my breath.
Guess that about wraps it up. What now?
We should probably talk to some of the witnesses again.
You mean like Mr. Filch and and Jinxie?
Yeah, I really want to ask Mr. Filch about the village superstitions at Tenmataro. Okay, so he'd be in the manor. April 18th, QB Manor. Foy. It's the curse of Tenmataro!
Ah!
Outsiders are ignoring them superstitions at our peril. Mind your business, will ya? Hey! Youch, what's all this about a curse? Tenmataro's gonna curse us all. Unless you stop sticking your nose where it don't belong. Stop the investigation. Listen to them superstitions say.
Right. What about obeying the law before you go obeying the superstitions?
Eh?
Hey, what are you doing with Widget around your around your neck? He's mine! You know better than to go around stealing people's stuff like that.
The same goes for my bracelet.
Rat.
Sorry. I promise I won't do it again.
You almost kidnapped my sweet little Widget.
The big jerk.
I'm so sorry. Oh, big apologies. I guess you can't teach an old raccoon dog new tricks. As long as we have him here, I guess we should ask him about what happened. Stealing.
I can't believe you did that! It's one thing to steal a pair of shoes, but to steal Widget?
Yipes! Mercy! I can't seem to control myself. It's that thieving blood running in my veins. Thieving blood? You probably stole that too. What's that supposed to mean? Glad you asked. The infamous bandit Azuki Kozo was my grandpappy. Take a gander at this. What exactly am I looking at? Looks like another one of those yokai to me. It's none other than the Azuki Kozo. Robbed from the rich to give to the poor, he did. And he'd leave one of them figurines at the scene of the crime. What's more, I'm his grandson because he was my grandpappy. Wow. You don't say. Thieves' honor, it's the honest truth. That sloshing around a Azuki bean scraping together in the dead of night. It's the magical sound of dirty money getting washed clean for giving out to the poor. I'm Azuki Kozo, washer of money, giver outer of wealth reborn.
Get the money. You should be washing yourself of this nasty habit.
Wait a second. This figurine looks familiar.
Yes, it looks like that old dusty figurine we found at the Forbidden Chamber.
Hey! What are you doing with that there figure?
Oh, this? We found it in the Forbidden Chamber. Looks like it had been there for practically forever.
Couldn't mean my grandpappy broke into the Forbidden Chamber way back. Hey, that reminds me. He once told me that there's treasure in their chamber.
Treasure? Oh. Are those staves, like, made of gold? And that's why Florence wants them? He probably wants to melt down the sticks for the unique color to put in his fucking brand. What do you know about the treasure in the Forbidden Chamber?
Only that it's the greatest get-rich-quick scheme in the universe.
Not even that meteor of gold?
Not even the meteor of gold. Grandpappy told me all about it. Said there's an amazing treasure in there. There's something amazing in there. Didn't see anything like that, though. Your grandfather didn't, by chance, already steal it, did he? Seeing how there's one of his figurines in there, that just might be. That's Grandpappy for you. Bet he washed that treasure up real good before handing it out to the pool. Oh, of course. Because he was so righteous. In court, you mentioned seeing Tenmataro near the scene of the crime. Sorry I didn't come clean right away, but them superstitions get the better of me. The people of Ninetails Vale sure seem like a superstitious bunch. I'm not surprised you wouldn't want to talk about seeing Tenmataro. Dang right! Them superstitions scare me out of my wits, I tell ya! That's why I'm gonna do exactly what they say from now on. So, you plan on staying here in Ninetails Vale? Yep! I'm gonna keep living right here and keep with the old ways, just like Grandpappy did. Them superstitions are like a rulebook to me. Wait, so you're saying you actually believe in the old wives' tales? Ain't you been listening to a word I said? You're going to do exactly what them superstitions say. That's baloney. I don't know what it's trying to get at. Wait, am I literally just supposed to throw the book at him? Take that! It's clearly written here, ignitions will cost you your soul. There is, however, one way to save it. Your immediate departure from the village. So, according to this, you shouldn't even be here, let alone talking with us. You said you plan on staying right here in Ninetails Vale. But if you really believed in the superstitions, you would have been long gone by now. I know you've been lying to me. Really? They just use him with logic? They don't even see him just like he has a tell? Use Apollo to his advantage? They only show off Apollo's ability so they can snuff it out and be like, hey, we thought of it. But they don't! There we go. A week-old Arizona, because I didn't drink it last time. Still tastes good. Because the expiration date was in April of 2025. So it should be good for a long time. Time to come clean, Mr. Filch. Yipes! Tenmataro sighting. You were lying about believing in the superstitions, weren't you? Sorry, but I didn't have no choice. So, what was the real reason why you couldn't tell us about seeing Tenmataro? It's all that pretty boy's fault, that Mr. LaBelle, if you know what I mean. He told me not to say a word about seeing Tenmataro. Said if I did, he'd do me in with one of them superstitions said would happen. So it was Mr. LaBelle who muzzled you? Why would Mr. LaBelle want to scare you into silence? Mr. LaBelle was trying to protect that little maid gal. It was on account of that rumor. The one of about her being possessed. That rumor again. I guess we really do have to talk to Mayor Tenma about that possession rumor. Ouch! Hey, watch it! Village superstition stolen by Phineas. I'll be taking this back now. Kinda like family to me. We could have just asked instead of stealing it. Was that all we wanted to ask, Mr. Filch? Yeah, I think that was it. Let's go see Tenmataro once more. Just thinking about dealing with that yokai again makes me want to say pass. This is a very, very subtle way of going, hey, go. Don't talk to Filch. Don't try anything. April 18th, Detention Center. It's been a long 18th. It's almost been like a week or something. Lord Tenma! Your attorneys are here to see you, your malevolence.
Why are you speaking like that?
Oh, Mayor Tenma, you've returned.
Yes, well, Jinxie came by earlier to apply a new charm to my head. It seems to be suppressing the demon within me.
That's a relief. Maybe we'll actually get somewhere this time.
So, what can I do for you today?
We'd like to ask about the rumor that Jinxie is possessed. She allegedly left the yokai evidence at the scene while under a demon's power. At least that's what the prosecution is going to claim at tomorrow's trial. Anytime now. Huh?
Ah! Ha ha ha! No match is this warding charm for me. Ah, the charm.
Tenmataro's back!
Those foolish mortals, they shall regret blaming that child for my doings.
Urgh, I blew it. That question brought that yokai back. His name is cleared either. Glad Apollo knows that it's an act. We'd like to ask you about something your aide, Florent LaBelle, mentioned. Did you know Jinxie is rumored to be possessed?
I know not of what you speak.
You're not trying to protect Jinxie, are you?
I, Tenmataro, Demon Lord of the Yokai, the one who fucked up the last stream. Protect him, you're mortal.
There is a his in chat. But I don't know where. Oh, great. I wonder if this detention center is cursed because my stream is bugging out on my phone again. Specific resolution, because I don't need the video to be any super high quality. I just need to see chat. Yeah, first message probably didn't go through. That's okay. Okay.
Only the correction, but never the question. Ha ha ha! The power of Tenmataro extends to the stream. Ah! No affections do I possess for your race of humans.
Tenmataro, you gotta be careful saying it like that, because that makes it sound like there's different races of humans.
Yeah, there's possessed and not possessed.
Please. We already proved there was a third party disguised as a yokai at the scene. But if you deny that tomorrow, you'll never be able to clear Mayor Tenma's name.
But I have already told you, I know not of what you speak.
I don't think we'll get anything more out of him. Oh, wait. Are they using Apollo for this entire segment of dealing with a yokai? Because Phoenix would believe it. He's seen the dead. It's all over unless we can somehow prove that Jinxie didn't plant that yokai evidence. Hey, Apollo? I think I've got this one. Let me be the main character.
I think I could prove that she didn't do it.
Really? Oh, are we gonna take one of the feathers and wash it off in water?
Sure! I should be able to use psychology to explain that whole possession thing.
Knock yourself out, then. Wow, Athena's really something. I can really count on her when it counts. The real story. And my stream is acting up again. And I rebooted my entire PC before today. Stream health. At 107, stream is healthy. At 107, error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Stream status poor. But, as I have learned from the previous one, it doesn't actually cut the real thing. You just kind of have to watch it after the fact, so whoops. Alright, the real story.
Mayor Tenma. Jinxie isn't possessed. I believe her so-called possession episodes are a form of somnambulism.
Somnambulism? You mean sleepwalking?
Yes, I believe she is exhibiting a rare form of the disorder. It's usually brought on by repeated stress. Mr. Mayor, did her symptoms start soon after she began her job in Ninetales Vale?
When the child visited last, she did speak of dreading yokai and how they rob her of sleep each night.
I knew it! That lack of sleep is causing her to enter an unconscious state. That means she can't be trying to protect you, or at least not on a conscious level.
So then the Tenmataro that was spotted at the manor wasn't Jinxie.
Sleepwalking, eh? That would indeed explain the matter.
Look, Tenmataro's spirit. It's left the mayor's body.
Can you tell us the truth now, Mayor Tenma?
Very well. It's the least I could do for a superb exorcist such as you.
Oh my gosh, this has changed like twice now.
Mayor Tenma, you didn't leave those feathers and tracks at the scene, did you?
I did not. Neither I nor Jinxie have anything to do with that. That was the killer's doing, no doubt.
I knew it!
You suspect Florent is behind all this? But why? Did he really want Ninetales Vale that badly?
Can you think of any reason why?
Looking back, he did seem fixated on Tenmataro for a spell. Ugh! Could it be? Perhaps he was attempting to release Tenmataro.
That's crazy! Are you saying that yokai is real?
No, I'm talking about releasing it to the public and making it a public way to get money. Whatever the case, Tenmataro brings nothing but pain and misfortune. It's as the superstition warns. You must not gaze upon him, nor free him from his prison.
But how can people actually believe that?
Well, at least we know who's behind this whole Tenmataro thing now.
And I think we need to have another nice long chat with Mr. LaBelle so we can destroy all of our evidence. And Widget.
He showed up in the first case, but this is the first case. Do you forget the time travel shenanigans?
Your dinner is ready, your malevolence. Ah, an offering to the you may place it right there. The kitchen crew poured their heart and soul into making it. Did they now? Souls happen to be a favorite of mine. Just hold the hearts next time.
Yes, your malevolence. I'll remember that. How long is he planning to keep up this yokai charade? Well, we've already talked to Mr. Filch and Mayor Tenma, so why don't we go see Florence now that we know the truth? He won't be able to claim that Tenma Taro was Jinxie or the mayor anymore. Apollo? Do it in court. But the real question is, how are we going to get him to admit it was him? April 18th, QB Manor, foyer. A French accent. Okay, now let's practice that again, Filcher, from the top.
Mr. LaBelle was in the foyer at the time of the crime. And when we, heard a scream... Oh, heck. What was the next part again? Hey!
You have the memory capacity of a flea. This is the 13th time, you know. Now, 100 times more, and we are done. What on earth are they practicing?
No, I ain't cut out for this. Whoopsie daisy. Oh! Oh, begging your pardon, Mr. LaBelle, sir. It's just all Ike! Unbelievable. What if you outfit with those grabby paws of yours?
Did Filch LaBelle's wallet just now? So, what do you think they're up to this time, Apollo?
It's you two. Eavesdropping, are we? You peasants are so tacky.
Well, what do you want with moi? Your confession to being the Tenma Taro imposter would be nice right about now. Taro's true identity. Why do I all of a sudden have these streaming issues? Can't even access it on my phone. Uh-oh. Let's see if they're restarting the YouTube app helped. Okay. Hey, it's even showing what's currently here. It keeps on trying to go to a super high quality. Stop that. Mr. Filch filled me in on a conversation you two had about how you told him not to say a word about seeing Tenma Taro.
Filchy, you fool! I told you, nothing good would come of you running your mouth.
So why did you want to keep Mr. Filch quiet like that, Mr. LaBelle?
Why? To protect darling little Jinxie, of course.
But Jinxie was never really possessed. She was sleepwalking. Being asleep at the time, she couldn't have been consciously trying to protect the mayor. That also means she could have possibly been Tenmataro. Interesting. But where are you going with this? Since you asked so politely, I believe you have a different reason for trying to keep Mr. Filch quiet. That reason would be to deflect doubt away from the one who really was Tenmataro. Now this is getting interesting. Are you insinuating that I'm Tenmataro? I'm so sorry to disappoint, but I'm nothing of the sort. That's right, Mr. LaBelle even told me to I said that Tenmataro was Jinxie, you fool! Honestly, you have the memory capacity of a flea! Practice it 100 more times. Yipes! So, have you been called to testify tomorrow? Yes, I'm so looking forward to my courtroom debut. But you'll just have to wait until then. Well, I'll be waiting. There's a special piece of evidence I've been saving just for you that I'm not gonna show you because I'm smarter than Phoenix Wright. Oh no! Filchy! Grab it! Filchy! Wake up, you lazy bones! Hey? What? Was I sleeping? Must have been that sweet cologne of yours, Mr. LaBelle. Made me right sleepy, it did. Well, it's time for your lesson on what to do and say tomorrow. Oh, I'm begging you. I'm begging, not another lesson. I ain't cut out for this kind of thinking and remembering stuff. Aye! Right up the snoozler. Keep quiet and do exactly what I say. No, please. Anything but another lesson. I don't remember his song. I'd like to think instead of buttoning his jacket, he has to tie a bow through each jacket hole. It probably does. He's French.
There they go. Missed our chance to get the truth out of him.
Yeah, but we'll get proof we need in courtroom tomorrow, one way or another. I'm gonna get you while I wait. All that's left now is that lie Jinxie told. We better go clear that up before tomorrow.
You think they're done questioning Jinxie?
Maybe. Let's see if she's over on Yokai Lane shopping for more charms. I don't like the way he touches that flower. He's French. I'm supposed to touch it inappropriately. It is our nation-given right. Hell, even a God-given right if you ask the right kind of people. April 18th, Nine Tails Vale, Yokai Lane.
What is it? Cursed Nine Tails. The time for settling the score is nigh. My grudge has been festering over time. At last, vengeance will be mine. She must be possessed or sleepwalking again.
Maybe if I speak softly, it won't startle her. And get a charm plastered on my forehead? Plastered on my brain? Jello reference? Oh no. Okay. The stream jumped so much. Yep. I don't know why it's been buggy like this recently. Gonna have to check the internet. Because I've done everything on my end. There is nothing running on my end anymore. All I have is the game, OBS, Discord, and just my webpage to look at the stream. So, I do not know what's going on.
Psst. Jinxie. Huh? Oh, hello, Mr. Demon Lawyer. Ah, my charms must have fallen off again.
Whew. Guess I avoided a charm slap by toning down my cords of steel. My stream keeps dying on my phone. Which always makes me super concerned. Phew. Are they done questioning you, Jinxie?
Uh-huh. On the way back, I stopped here to buy a new charm that was just released.
Yeah? Which one? I'm stealing your line, Apollo. You're not interested in this girl.
Oh, the one with the nine-tailed fox and Ted Mataro. It shows them dancing together.
Really? Two bitter rivals dancing together.
Uh-huh. It's a charm for rebuilding burnt bridges.
Oh, right. For the municipal merger issue.
No, it's for the demon lawyer and the insomniac prosecutor. It'll stop you two from fighting like that you did in this courtroom this morning.
That was this morning?
You were fighting. It was just...
We weren't fighting. It was just a spirited debate. It's what we lawyers... Hey!
No, fighting.
Ugh, charm slapped again.
Apollo,
If you're done playing around, let's find out what she was lying about. What, you remember? Jinxie, it seems like you're starting to remember things. You already said the feathers and tracks weren't there when you discovered the crime. Have you remembered anything else that seems important?
eek! That, like, what?
Tell us what you saw that day. Maybe you'll remember something else this time.
Ah! When I opened the door, Papa and Alderman Kubi were collapsed in the fox chamber. That's when Papa told me to call an ambulance and the police. That's all he said before he passed out in the chair.
What? I knew it. She's holding something back. Ugh. I better stop before I pull an eye ligament. Sit right at the beginning. All he said, weren't you? I know because I saw your fingers move as if they were going to slap someone with a charm.
Huh?
Listen to me, Jinxie. This is very important. Did Mayor Tenma say anything else to you?
It was nothing. He was just talking in his sleep.
Talking in his sleep? So you admit that he did say something else?
How could you tell? Only a demon could have such powers.
What you really remember.
Like I said, he was just talking in his sleep. I mean, why else would Papa say something like that?
Could you be a little more specific?
Before he fainted, he said...
Forgive me, Jinxie. I killed Alderman Kubi.
He said what? The mayor actually confessed to the crime?
But he didn't mean it. He couldn't possibly have known what he was saying. He was probably possessed, or maybe he was in the middle of a nightmare.
No, this is a nightmare. But I know what he means by he killed Alderman QB. He threw the mask out the window. And it's more important than their life. This is one statement I wish I never heard. What in the world are we gonna do now? Return to the basics. That's right. Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. That's a lawyer's greatest and most trusted weapon. Right. Just believe in my client, even if all I can see ahead is darkness and despair. Jinxie, does Prosecutor Blackwell know about your father's confession?
I didn't mention it when he was questioning me. I mean, there's no way Papa's the killer.
Why would the mayor confess like that? Could he really have been dreaming or simply delirious? Who knows? But I sure feel like I'm in a living nightmare right now.
Apollo, what are we gonna do about tomorrow's trial? The crime scene was locked tight until Jinxie arrived, and our clients even confessed. Not only that, Jinxie has been accused of planting the yokai evidence. Both the mayor and Jinxie are going to prison if we don't do something.
Double jeopardy. I know. Well, let's see here. Our lack of a third party in the locked room is a major problem. Jinxie has testified that when she first opened the door, Alderman QB and Mayor Tenma were the only people she saw in the Fox Chamber.
But the real killer must have been hiding there as well.
Considering the room was locked tight, that's the only logical explanation.
Our mystery person must have fled the Fox Chamber when it was open. And that's when Jinxie saw what she thought was Tenma Taro. But Papa and the Alderman were the only people there.
Well, yeah, because French aren't people.
Oh, shit. I didn't see anyone else.
What's going on here? Will's extremely pale, but he's far from transparent. So just how did he hide himself at the scene of the crime? That's not what double jeopardy means in court. Do you think this court is real? Both of them are in jeopardy. It's double. I am not saying, oh, you can't be trialed for the same crime. Not that double jeopardy. I'm saying that there's two things in jeopardy. But I don't even think the frickin' judge knows what double jeopardy is. He's probably like,
Oh, that's the show I watch with Alex Trebek.
Whatever it takes in court tomorrow, Apollo, we have to take down that dirty, rotten Tenma Taro Florent Lebel.
right. We'll have to get him with a legal exorcism. Justice style. To be continued. Save progress. Yay. Go to next chapter? No, because this will be set up for number 6. And see? Last one was 40 minutes. This one was an hour and 30. That's like we did 1/3 the first time and the 2/3 this time. So 6.6666 does fit. Not only with the Tenma Taro demon. So, yeah. I'm also cutting it short because the stream issues.
What's this? What's chat saying about Alex Trebek? He's an amazing man. It'd be a shame if he died. I'd have to quit being a judge right then and there. What? He's dead? No! I object to it.
That's only what prosecutors could do.
Fuck! I declare him not dead. Fuck, it didn't work.
Well, time to shut off the stream before the stream shuts it off by itself. And I am definitely going to check out the internet issues. see you next week. Same time, hopefully. Oh, it's even saying that it's dying right at the end here.